All right, first thing is to drag the box and unbox the thing. And as you'll notice, you can see all the dings and the front of the carrier busted through the box here right there. All right, a little bit of paint scratches, but it's a big piece of steel, so it shouldn't be rattled. All right. And then when I open everything up and get everything out, first thing you do is do an inventory. So here is the packing slip. And make sure that you got the packing slip, and then you also have another piece of paper. The hitch itself, and you can see it's a pretty beefy thing. It comes with the receiver and the ball, and that's separate. I mean, you could buy them with or without it. Now here, if you notice, the cardboard is wrapped around there from the factory. See, I just want to make sure that the packing slip is how I ordered it and what I ordered. Now, you rip off the protection, the left one and the right one, and then you'll notice it's still dinged and nicked. See right there? On either side of it. You know, that was up underneath the paper, so that was done during the warehouse. Hardware is got this horrible tape that they taped around it, but it is not going nowhere. It can't get lost if the package gets busted open. And now I'm inspecting it, make sure there's no cracks or it's not bent in any way. Like I say, it's a pretty solid piece of steel, and it's fine. It's just going to be hanging up underneath the car, so I want to make sure that this is exactly the part number that I ordered and a class, which it is. It's a class 2. And now we look at the hardware. There should be 4 bolts, 4 nuts, 4 washers, and 4 nut chasers or bolt snakes, which there are. And then in the receiver, in the white box, is the receiver. And this is, they say it's the old style, but this is the kind that I want in case I ever need to pull a trailer. You know, a small trailer or something like that. I'd like to have that, you know, handy on hand somewhere in the garage. And again, inspect it for any damage, cracked welds, things like that. Just one big solid piece, and it's fine. And then it comes with the clip and the pin. So next you have to unbolt the bottom part of the back of the car to allow access for this hitch itself, and it's just a couple 7mm screws and 4 10mm that holds this plastic panel down, and that's connects to the bumper to the frame, and it's just a real simple, you know, it's not really even tight. And I believe one of them, one of the number 10s were plastic, so it comes right off, and the second step, the next step, is to run the wires, the bolt leaders or the bolt fishes, however you want to call it, through the frame. And what you do is you shove it through the hole, out the frame, and then you put the slide the washer in, and then you screw the bolt into the back of the thing. So here, as you can see, that I'm going to put the washer or spacer, and then now I'm going to screw the bolt into the back of that wire leader, and just make sure it's all the way down, and pull it through the frame. And you'll see it's pretty simple and it's pretty easy. You just got to shove the washer in the frame, and then now push that washer up in there, like I fumbled it a little bit, and then push the bolt in and just pull it through. And then now leave the wire on. You see that? And then there's just 3 more to go, 2 on either end. And as you'll notice, I got the hitch on my floor jack, and it's just sitting up on there. It's not tied down or anything like that. And I'm just taking the backs of those wires that are at the end of the bolts. I left them on, and I'm just lining everything up. And since I'm doing this by myself, it's a lot easier just to jack it up and push it in place like that. And just got to go over the tailpipe and allowing it to the frames and make sure it doesn't push the bolts back up into the frames. And as you can see, it's almost there. After it's installed, I mean, it tucks up nice between the muffler and the back of the bumper. It's a really good, easy design. No drilling required. And you know, I'm just on either end making sure that the bolt holes are lining up, and then it is, you know, she's almost up. It's a pretty simple install. Now to put the nuts in there. So now I unscrew the wires and just put the nuts in. And torque everything down to 110, and it's installed. So 110, click it, double check it, and do it on either side. And finally, I trimmed and reinstalled the plastic cover. Actually, it hides the hitch quite well. Keeps the dirt and debris from going into the back of that bumper. Also, it prevents the bumper from being like an air scoop in the back for aerodynamics. The hitch tucks in there nice and neat, as you can see, and you can barely notice the hitch. So Curt Manufacturing did an excellent job. Only took me a few minutes, and my hat's off to them. It's a great product, and I'm sure I'll get years worth of use out of it. And it's done. As you can see, it's nice and neat up underneath the frame. It's a 3,500 pound, 350 ton weight, Curt Manufacturing. It's a great product.